Genesis 14 describes the first recorded war in the Bible, involving a coalition of kings from Mesopotamia and Canaan. The coalition of kings. The chapter opens with the conflict between two groups of kings. The first group is led by Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, along with his allies, Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, and Tidal, king of Goim. These kings had ruled over several city-states in Canaan, including Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboim, and Belazor, for 12 years. In the 13th year, these Canaanite kings rebelled against Chedorlaomer's rule. The war. In response to the rebellion, Chedorlaomer and his allies wage war against the rebelling kings in the 14th year. The invading kings conquer various peoples and territories on their way to confront the rebellious kings of Canaan. The battle culminates in the valley of Siddim, where Chedorlaomer's forces defeat the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah, taking many captives and seizing considerable plunder, including Lot, Abram's nephew, who had been living in Sodom. Abram rescues Lot. When Abram learns that Lot has been captured, he immediately takes action. Abram gathers 318 trained men from his household and pursues the invaders as far as Dan. In a surprise night attack, Abram divides his forces and defeats Chedorlaomer's coalition, rescuing Lot, along with the other captives and their possessions. Abram and Melchizedek. Meeting with Melchizedek. After Abram's victory, he is met by two kings, the king of Sodom and Melchizedek, king of Salem. Melchizedek is described as both a king and a priest of God Most High, Yel Elyon. He brings out bread and wine and blesses Abram, praising God for giving Abram victory over his enemies. In response, Abram gives Melchizedek a 10th tithe of all the plunder, recognizing Melchizedek's unique role as a priest of the true God. The king of Sodom's offer. The king of Sodom, on the other hand, offers Abram all the recovered goods if Abram will return the people to him. However, Abram refuses to take any of the goods, except for what his men have eaten and the share due to his allies, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. Abram's refusal to accept the wealth of Sodom demonstrates his reliance on God alone for his prosperity and protection, rather than on worldly riches. Key themes in Genesis 14. 1. Abram as a warrior and protector. Abram is portrayed not only as a man of faith, but also as a courageous leader who takes decisive action to protect his family. His successful military campaign against the powerful coalition of kings highlights his role as a protector and his reliance on God's guidance. 2. The role of Melchizedek. Melchizedek is a mysterious and significant figure in this chapter. As both a king and a priest, he foreshadows the later priesthood and kingship of Christ. Melchizedek's blessing of Abram and Abram's tithe to him underscore the recognition of God's sovereignty and the importance of worshiping the true God. 3. Abram's integrity and faith. Abram's refusal to accept the wealth of Sodom reflects his integrity and his desire to avoid any association with the corrupt city. It also emphasizes his faith in God as the source of his blessings, rather than relying on the riches of a wicked society. 4. God's providence. The chapter demonstrates God's providence in Abram's life, as he grants Abram victory in battle and honors his faithfulness through the blessing of Melchizedek. Genesis 14 is a rich and multifaceted chapter that highlights Abram's role as a man of faith, integrity, and action. It introduces key themes of divine providence, the importance of worship, and the distinction between worldly and godly values. The encounter with Melchizedek is especially significant, offering a glimpse of the future priestly and kingly roles that will culminate in Jesus Christ. I hope this overview of Genesis chapter 14 has been a blessing to you. If it has, please consider subscribing to this channel, liking the video to help others find it, and sharing it with someone to spread God's word. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.